What is up, guys? Welcome back. It is your girl Cassie, and we are here in another episode of the Minecraft 1.114 Survival series. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a flashy time lapse there at the beginning. I just wanted to show off what we've been doing so far in the world. It's not a lot. We have our wall, we have our house, we have our fish farm, we have our wheat farm with a couple animals in it over there. The wheat farm is ever expanding. I'm slowly filling this up. This has been the majority of my off-camera time, is filling up this field. I haven't even gone mining in a while because I've been good enough on resources that I could just focus on that field. It's really time-consuming, honestly. It's way more time-consuming than I thought it was going to be. We need to sleep right now because it's getting a little bit dark. Okay, it is daytime, and today we are going to finally start building that stable I've been talking about for like 4 episodes now. So I gotta get together some of my materials. We're gonna grab some cobblestone, some smooth some brick. Let's see. I actually haven't done this one in a test world at all. So this one's gonna be adventure. Let's get some dirt. Let's get a little bit of gravel. You never know when you need some gravel. What else am I going to need here? Let's see. We're definitely going to need the spruce log, some spruce stairs, some dark oak, maybe some oak leaves, and then I'm going to want to use some of these hay bales. We have a lot of hay bales from me harvesting the wheat over there and using the seed from that to expand the wheat field. So we have a lot of that I want to utilize over here on the stable area. So the stables are going to be like the first thing I want you to see when you walk into this village, besides the chieftain's hut, right? So everyone's going to saunter into the city gates, and you're going to park your horse, and then you're going to go off and do the things that you need to do. So it's going to be literally right within this gateway, and we're going to build it into the side of this hill a little bit, simply because I want to start practicing verticality in my builds. Verticality is a thing that I don't use a lot of. I'm very one-dimensional in my building, where I put all my buildings on a fat plane. Or if they're on separate planes, they're not intersecting. They're just buildings with districts. And I feel like that lacks creativity. So what I want to focus on here with this building is we're going to build these stables up. There's going to be 4 or 5 stalls. But on the next level, and they're not going to be related at all. They're going to be completely separate types of buildings. On the next level here, we're going to just have another house or two where people will live and live their lives and, live. I don't know how to say it other than that. So I'm going to build up this wall. This is going to be about 4 deep. And in reality, I want it to be 5 deep. And the inside's going to be 4 deep. So we're going to do this. And then I don't really care about fixing this dirt right now, but we're going to do it anyway. So boom, 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 boom. Then we're going to... That's not what I wanted to do. I place all the wrong blocks. I'm the wrong block placer. So each cell I want to be... Not cell. Each stable I want to be a 3x3. So boom, 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 boom. So we're gonna have enough room for 3 horses here. Right? So boom. And let's do our 3rd one. Boom. So first thing you see when you walk in, stable for 3 horses. Actually, they're gonna be this deep because I don't quite want it coming out that far. Now let's do a 2x3. That's big enough for a horse, right? How much room does a horse take up? Yeah, let's do this. This way we can get a couple more horse stables in here. Boom, we get 1 more out of that, right? So, I'm gonna come along here, fill up the backside. And we're not gonna make this all out of cobblestone. I'm gonna have to move this, actually. Oh, well, that fireplace is done. That can no longer be there. And then on the front here, we're gonna want to do dark oak. I want to make them the same. So these outer ones are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So that's as tall as we want to make the outside one. All right, and then we're going to come across here. Keep building the backside. It's going to be pretty plain. It's not meant to be a flashy building at all. It's just a place to put your horse. Sometimes you need a place to put your horse. And I've been talking about this build for literally weeks now, and it's going to be a really simple build. And it should not have taken me this long to do, but it did. And I apologize. It was more of the preparation for it and things I wanted to focus on besides the horse stables. So do that like that. And then on the fronts here, I'm going to use some of these. Did I not bring stairs with me? All right, now we have some stone stairs, so I can do this. And, this isn't going to quite work out the way I want it to, is it? No. No, it is not. These do need to be 3 wide. See, this is a problem with not planning builds when you're freestyling. They do need to be 3 wide, which is perfectly fine because I wanted to tear out these little walls that I've been doing anyway and replace them with fence posts because I feel like that's a better method. See, this is the building process everyone goes through. You're not crazy if you can't figure out how you want to do a build. You are perfectly capable of coming up with ideas. It's just finding those ideas that's tricky. All right, and then so we wanted to make it 3 wide, so that's going to be that. 3 wide, that's going to be that. 3 wide, that's going to be that. All right, so we're going to use logs here instead. And do that. Do that. Doesn't need to go up like that. What am I doing? And then do that. And then you're going to place more of these stairs. Boom, boom, boom. And then I don't quite want to make... I wanted this to be sort of an arch, so the best way to go about it would be to go up 1 more block and do that. And then you get a little bit of an archway above your stable here. And then, of course, these come out because these need to be oak logs as well. Boop. Boop. I really need to go find somewhere that has bamboo so we can make scaffolding and me not have to do stuff like that all the time. And then we just gotta fill it in. Stuff like this. Boom. And then we're gonna need some fence gates. Plop some fence gates in there. So that's not how I intended you to go. So that now you can come in here and store your horse. And then one thing we're gonna have to do in order to, make this seem realistic, there's not gonna be grass in here. Horses are gonna have trampled that down all of the way. What I'm really looking for right now is some coarse dirt. I don't see that I have any left, so we're just gonna craft some. And the way you do that is just 2x2 dirt and gravel. And boom, you get some coarse dirt. Let's make a stack of this. I don't need more than that right now, I don't think. Get all that in my inventory, put that down there. And this is a good thing about the village being so small right now is I can easily just hop back between here and my storage area. I don't have to come prepared. Do this. Over here as well. And we're gonna do some coarse dirt. And it's gonna be mostly coarse dirt in here as well as some hay bales on the floor. But we're just gonna fill it in. The way that I do things is I detail afterwards, so I do the majority of the bulk block. And get the basic design, and then I'll pepper in things later that look like they could fit the design I want to go with. So I'm gonna pop out a couple of these as well. Okay. And boop, 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 boop. That one's already kind of okay. We're gonna do that. All right. How about we put some gravel down there? Yeah, gravel looks like a good idea too. A little bit worn, not quite. Trampled down yet, but it's still a little bit rocky. Oops, that's not what I want to do. We want to do it facing down so it looks like we got hay on the ground, right? So, fill the cells with the... I keep calling them cells like I'm keeping these horses prisoner. They are stables. They are not cells, Cassie. You cannot keep the horses prisoner. So they just have a little bit of food. They're chilling. And then I think the horses need a little bit of water to drink. What did she say? So we're going to take some of this. And then Let's clear out our inventory a little bit. I don't need all of this dirt on me all of the time. I don't need those oak leaves on me. And this is why we're going to develop an automatic storage system eventually, because, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. So let's make some cauldrons. We got 3 stables there, so let's grab 3 of those. And do I have any buckets of water? I got 1 bucket. All my buckets are over there. Boom. And this isn't really important to the build right now, but we're going to do it in now while I'm thinking of it. Oops. Gotta keep my infinite water sources going. Boom, boom. And boom. Last one. No, they're not all in the same place. Why would they be? It's a rustic village. It's not manufactured frickin' city life. And then we're gonna get some more of this cobble going here, and we will detail all of this later. That can go away with peppering in the smooth stone and the Alright, so what we want to do is come up one more, and boom, 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 boom. It's going to come all the way around. Build our beams up just like this. Build this line straight back. Rat-a-tat-tat. And then I'm going to need a lot of spruce wood slabs and stuff. So I'm going to start working on this roof and show you guys what I have in mind for it. And then we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. And here we go. The stables are finished. They have a little bit of light for the horses. When we find some horses, we have around the side. We've done this roof. And this roof is actually the first time I've done this style of roof. Let me come on over here. This is something I've seen a lot in other rustic builds and wanted to try out for myself to see how I like it. And I do kind of dig it, using hay bales in the roof to make a straw sort of roof. And I kind of dig the look. I'll use it sparingly, but it will be used a little bit more in this build, I think, for the more fragile looking structures. And then we have a bunch of hay on the side here so that the stable hand can just throw some more food to the horses when they need it. And then we have a little bit more along the side here, and I haven't pathed this out yet. Let's do that now. Boop, 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 boop. And then just make it look a little bit more dynamic. That's the problem with really fast shovels, is I always break dirt when I don't mean to. Yeah, so there's that. It's gonna have this path, and then we have these stairs that are gonna go up to this this plateau up here, and we're gonna build another house up here. That's gonna be the farmhand's house, and there won't be much interior. I'm a terrible interior designer. We're more about designing the city here right now. So what I want to do with this house is, first of all, we want 2 away from each side. Boom. You know what? Let's make it 3 away on each side. Let's do that. And 1, 2, 3, which means right there. This actually is going to be shorter than I intended it to be. So maybe I do go to the edge on this one. We go to the edge on this side. There doesn't need to be a side pathway to walk. There's not going to be much back here yet. And we could always extend this later if we wanted to. But, so what I want to do here is I want to create a false perspective with this house. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do a 9 by, so it has a 7 wide interior. And so with that house, we obviously did the T-shaped house. It is actually T-shaped, so there is a difference in depth between the roofs. And what I want to do with this house, 1, 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, that's 9. Let's create that here. And this is where I talked about we're going to be building into the side of this hill, so I got to clear a little bit of this out. Which is perfectly fine. This was my intent, is build into the hill and have just the town starting to stack up more and more and more against this mountainside, having the mighty Vikings. You know, they're bunkered. They're ready to last a siege. They're built into the side of the mountain here. They are not to be tested or trifled with. You know what I mean? So let's just fix this last road that I didn't mean to chop out yet. And I say yet because it will eventually get chopped out. Boop, 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 boop. Do that. Wasn't going to do this episode, but then I got done recording, and I was like, oh, this episode's only 12 minutes. I felt like I talked for much longer than that. So there we go. And we're going to come on over here and bring these all up by, what is that, 4? 4. Yeah, let's bring them all up by 4. So what we're going to do is create a false perspective with the roof by doing a little outlet like that, but by not, basically. So let's go 4 for the first level, 5, 6. Let's do 6. Go up by 6 on all of them. This is what I'm talking about, how we need some scaffolding. I need to go find a new jungle. And we'll probably be using Atlas or like Minecraft Atlas for that eventually, just to find certain biomes, because they are a hassle to find sometimes, and I don't really want to particularly spend the hassle finding them when there are tools to do so. It's the same reason that we have some light modded stuff going on in this area. Speaking of which, we have not really talked about that. I've mentioned it a few times in comments, but we've never really talked about it. We are running a couple mods in this video, and going up soon, I will have a tutorial on how to install these mods, if you are so inclined. There's nothing game-changing in terms of adding blocks or anything in this world right now, but what I do have going on is, ooh, I just came up with a really good idea. If I bring this all up by half slabs, I can do something like this. And A, we could prevent mobs from spawning, and B, I can have like a wood inset on the lower floor. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Designing new things on the fly. Ignore me. It's nothing too game-changing. So mainly what we have is this mod that hides my armor, so I can always see my skin when I'm talking to you guys, so that we can be protected but still show off our skin, because I'm very happy with my skins, and it's a part of the channel, and it's a part of who we are as Minecrafters, you know. We have auto fishing, which I showed off in the fishing tutorial video. We have a couple things like mouse tweaks that allows me to sort the inventory. I have right-click to harvest crops, so instead of having to break and replant seeds, we just right-click on them to... We just right-click on them to... Ooh, actually, how am I going to do this? Oh, I'll just put a door on top here. Yeah, duh. We just right-click on crops to harvest them, and then I have a mending plus that allows me to sneak and right-click to heal tools if I have enough experience, rather than waiting to go to an XP farm, because we have not yet found an XP farm. So I find that very useful. We have a couple other things, and there will be a list from now on in the video descriptions for those who are following along and want to run the same setup I have. You don't have to run them to run the world when the world download eventually comes out. They're nice convenience-y tools that I like to use. So I'm going to get a bunch of slabs. I'm going to slab that floor real quick. 1 second. All right, now that we have these slabs laying down, we're going to lay down a little bit of floor here before we forget about it. The beautiful part about raising this up due to the slabs is that we don't have to dig out another layer for the floor. So we can just do this. And row, mythical sausage, anybody else that hates birch as much as I do, please forgive me, for I have sinned. I don't even have enough birch. Hold on. It only makes sense that I use it for flooring. I have almost a double chest full of it. Alright, now that that is done, we can pop that out of our inventory. It can go die forever, and we're going to pop this white concrete into our hands, and we're going to do this like so. Actually, this one, give me that back so we can have a doorway there, and then we're going to just... How many is this? This is 6, so I can't do a good division there, which is fine. And this first layer is not going to have any windows. We're not going to worry about that at all, because we're going to make this one a little unique. I've never actually done a house in this style before, or in regards to building it the way I am. It's still going to be like our rustic look, but it's going to be different, which is good. It's what I want to practice a lot of in this series, which is doing different build styles, seeing what looks good, what does not, and modifying and going along and showing you guys my thought process when we're building things, which is why I don't want to build everything I do in a creative world, and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same and break out of your shell and do some interesting, fun things. So I need some stairs, which, oh, I happen to have some stairs on me already. And what I want to do, since this is, I hate the sounds in this game sometimes, do this, and we're going to have a little balcony right there. All right, so we come up here. We're going to go up with these stairs, first of all. And then, is this going to be a roof? Or is the next one up the floor? Yes, this one should be the floor, but we're going to do it out of half slabs so the entire place doesn't feel claustrophobic. Yeah, okay. Also, before I get carried away, let's do that. I remember a time before you could place stairs upside down, or before you had corner stairs. Man, those were the days. I don't know how many of you guys remember before corner stairs, but times were different. Ooh, I just thought of something really cool. Hold on, I want to see if this idea is going to work real quick. And this is what I was looking to try. Spruce trapdoors are quickly becoming one of my favorite blocks in this game. They just look so good. And now that you can, like, trapdoors are so versatile, it's like, why not? Like, before, you couldn't do this stuff. I don't remember if anybody remembers. You could not make awesome straight lines with only trapdoors supporting other trapdoors like this in the past. This is new stuff, and it's revolutionary to me. Okay, so back to building up this. We're actually going to have to bump these up one more, because I do want to make this layer pretty high. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Right? And then, actually, they're going to need to go up even one more so that I can do this, which is one more go-round of our supporting logs, which is, this is actually more realistic than what we've been doing with the buildings, because this is how you would build a house with layers in real life. Doing these sort of methods is each floor would have a frame, and it's kind of what we've been doing here with this. So let's chop that down. Goodbye. You no longer need to exist. Neither do you. Neither do you. And then what we're going to do is this layer is going to be the stone layer. It's not going to be concrete. And this is going to have a door on it, so we can go out into our little one-way balcony, and then we're going to pop some windows into this layer as well. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll detail all of this later, as we usually do. This one doesn't get a window. And this way. Pop that hole out. Give this one a window. Give this one a window. To the window. That one doesn't get a window. Like that. Yeah, okay. And then we'll pop some glass in there. And of course, we'll put stairs on the outside of that later. We're just gonna fill in these holes now from the inside to make this entire thing work. We'll also pepper it as we do with details. No, I want this to be on the other side. I want this door to be recessed. Boom. I don't have any fences on me, which is really weird. Usually I always have fences. I use them so much in building this place. Hey, I have 4, and I need exactly 4. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Really starting to wish I had scaffolding. I've complained about that a lot this episode, but I'm really starting to need it for certain things. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna... Do I have any dirt on me? I do. Let's use the dirt. That dirt. I gotta be careful that I don't hit that concrete as well. Because, as you guys know, I use concrete sand a lot. Meh. Place that trapdoor there, and that will be our little arch here. That's all we really need, honestly. Comes out here. Cool, balcony. You can jump off if you want. Nobody really cares. Actually, boom. There you go. Look at that. All right, and then I'm going to start work on the roof. I think I'm going to pop over to the other account and give you guys the aerial shot real quick while I build the roof in a time-lapse thingy so that you guys can see the idea I have going on here, and then we'll wrap the episode. Right back. This is done. I made a little modification since the end of that little time lapse. I've inset the concrete walls a little bit just because I feel like it looks a little bit better. Well, let's come over here so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. It gives a little bit more depth to the building, which is what you want, because it was really starting to look flat on the surface with little detailing I could do to it, especially on the side here. So insetting the wall inside of the... That's the wrong button. Inside of the wood bordering really gives it a little bit more depth, which is ideal in the sort of build where you just have one big flat face. I kind of want to do it over there on the farther side of that building too, because it is just one big flat face, but I don't think I have the room in there. And then the inside of this, I actually extended this 2 more blocks so that I could get the roof effect that I wanted to do. And then inside here, we have a bunch of supports and trapdoors on the top of them to stop mobs from spawning up there. And then I replaced that trapdoor with a fence gate door so that, you know, it didn't look janky. But that is it for that building. I think it came out great. The roof design is exactly what I intended it. Let's go on over here. Oh yeah, I have stairway up here now. A really janky stairway, but I have a stairway. Let's go on over here. Come here, please. Yeah, so I think that turned out great, that roof design. And like I said, it's like that roof, but we're creating a false dimension by keeping the box, the house, the same dimensions, not doing an offshoot, and just creating an illusion of depth with the roof, which was the idea there. And I think it turned out great. And now our stables are done. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like and subscribe button above. I will see you guys on the next one. This has been Cassie Joy. Peace out.